Good morning, Nilsa. Well, good morning, Lainey. Welcome to my live stream. This is my first live stream of the year, and thank you. I left to go make me a cup of coffee, so it's down there brewing, and it's funny. I got everything plugged in to keep it charged up while I'm at home. So my gimbal's plugged in, my phone's plugged into the gimbal to keep the gimbal charged up, and my iPad's all keeping charged up. So, but maybe we'll take a peek outside of the snow, even though you just seen a short video. Good morning, JVlog, or good evening or night or whatever for you. It's probably I don't know, midnight or whatever it is there in Japan. Well, hello, Chi. Thank you for coming. Yeah, I got that funny little thing background going on because it's snowing outside. So, at 12, almost 1 o'clock in the morning. So, well, good morning though. And thank you for the birthday wishes. I plan on doing a live stream for maybe 3 hours today. So that way people could come in and leave and say happy birthday or whatever they want to do. So with me being at home, I can have everything plugged in and stay charged instead of being out and about somewhere and everything goes dead on me. So I am using my gimbal, and so I'll show you. See, I am using my gimbal. There. But I'll be right back. I'm going to go see if my coffee's done. All right. So this is the cup that I got from my Elster. Thank you so much. I need to start doing my presenting a new coffee cup or whatever that I used to do when I started. So, but I know more people will show up because I'm actually early. I was going to start at 10 o'clock or 10 or 10:30. I can't remember what time it was. So I decided to start early because I was bored. And yeah. And of course, as usual, I don't have anything planned for my live streams. I just wing it. So I'm not using StreamYard for people to come up and chat and all that stuff. So I always use Prism because I can switch the camera from back to front, and it makes it easier for me. I'm really surprised to see Nilsa come in first. So I really thought it was going to be Milo in first, but thank you for coming in first. And don't forget to hit that like button. Maybe in a little bit I'll get my shoes on and go stand on the front porch and show you the snow. So the snow's actually done snowing, And so now we got 6 inches of snow sitting on the ground, which I didn't know we were supposed to get that much snow. They were talking about a storm coming, but in my area, we were only supposed to get about an inch. Well, we got 5 more than what they said. So I hate snow. It's pretty to look at, but it's not easy to drive in. And it's actually a heavy wet snow because it's got rain mixed in with it. And so yeah, I mean, all my bushes were like this, and I had to go take something and smack the bushes and get the ice off of it, so they can come back up. And then I had to take a board to my cable line out back and smack it and knock the snow off of it because it was sagging a little bit. My wife was worried about it. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know. You guys get 6 inches or just like a little touch of it all the time, or yeah, this is probably, hopefully, this will be the only snowfall we get this year, because usually it snows one big snowfall and then we either don't get any for the rest of the year, or we might get a flurry here and there. So but yeah, according to the radar or the forecast, there's nothing for the rest of the week. So we're all gonna be, right now it's -1 degrees Celsius, and which is, I'll tell you what that is. Go back to my weather app here. So right now in Fahrenheit it is 31 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's a degree under freezing. So 32 degrees Fahrenheit is freezing, but it feels like it's 24 degrees Fahrenheit. And if I go to my settings, change it to Celsius, it is -1 and feels like -4 out there. But of course, we all know snow's an insulator, so it doesn't feel, to me, it doesn't feel like -4. And then the rest of the week is all going to be in the 30 degrees Fahrenheit range, so your low numbers in Celsius. So, but it's all gone except for just left a mess. So now everybody's digging out, and my son went out there and shoveled the driveway this morning for me, because I told my wife I wasn't going to touch it because my back's already killing me. So if I would have went out there and did that, I wouldn't be at work tomorrow. So, but I hope everybody's doing well, and I hope this charging system that I've got going at the moment works well, because if it doesn't, I'm gonna have to disconnect my phone from my gimbal and stop the charging on that, even though it is fully charged. I think it's fully charged, or it was close to it. Let me get back into YouTube here. Boy, I'm lagging behind big time there. But as usual, I don't have anything ever planned, so you can hang out, say happy birthday, hello, so on and so forth, and then leave, or you can do whatever you want. But I'm going to be on here for up to 3 hours today, and it's actually quite hot in my room, because I do most of my live streams at home, either in my bedroom or down in the kitchen. But she's asleep downstairs and didn't want me to go down there this time and do it. Matter of fact, I was going to do it in the living room up here, and my son talks too loud and my walls are thin, so I didn't want to have you hear him. Sometimes he's playing his games and he starts cussing up a storm, and so yeah, I told him, I said, I don't want to hear you cussing, so keep it quiet. I'm going to be live streaming. But he's talking to his friends online, and he keeps saying he can't hear. I said, well, clean your ears out. So, yeah, so that's about the extent of my live stream today. So if people, you can come in, say hello, happy birthday, and stay, or you can leave and maybe come back later. It's up to you what you want to do. So I really don't have anything planned today. Later on, we're going to I'm going to make some steaks for my birthday on the grill. I got to clean my grill up and get that ready for that. I don't know if I'll do that live or what I'll do. So but I hope everybody watched my video that I just posted this morning. It's not very long, maybe, I don't know, 2-3 minutes. And she actually woke me up at midnight and wanted me to come look at something. And then, of course, I seen that snow out there, and I turned around, went right back to bed. Well, I had a hard time going back to sleep, so I think I was up for about 2 or 3 hours, and finally fell asleep. Woke up at 5 o'clock this morning and tried to go back to sleep, and I kept hearing a dripping noise onto, it sounded like it was dripping onto a plate or something. It was weird. I couldn't figure out where it was coming from. So, yeah, it kind of sucked. So she came in here this morning with the dog, and then I just got up from there. So, hello, Nilsa. I think Leonie is the one who gave me these for, she was my Elster. And there was 2 of them in the box and some coffee. And I think instead of making a pot from that coffee, I got one of those K-cup refill things, and I'll just put it in there and make 1 cup. I got I think it's an 1/8 stainless steel scoop, and I think those things are about 1/8 of a cup, and I'd have to remeasure it and see. But it says I only have 2 people in the chat, so it must be Nilsa and the J-Vlog in here. So I think the rest of them might have left. If they're in here, then it's not showing them. So, but that's all right. I'm not upset about that. A lot of people probably don't know I'm on yet, because I'm not even supposed to be on until 10, 10:30, something like that. And whatever the thumbnail said I was supposed to be on. Let me check the thumbnail. Go to my... I can't remember what the thumbnail was. So I did put 10 o'clock. So I'm actually supposed to be starting right now. And but I started a little early because I was bored. And I was actually going to even start earlier than this and go outside and kind of walk around and maybe go down the street. But in order for me to do that, I have to turn my Wi-Fi off, because it will all of a sudden act up, and no, I don't use a special mattress. In fact, we bought this bed, I want to say 2-3 years ago, and it was kind of hard when we got it, but and we bought it at a store called Menards, and the springs are already starting to wear down. In fact, she doesn't like it. She won't sleep on it, so she sleeps downstairs on the couch. And that couch is a piece of junk, and one of these days I'm going to get rid of it and get her a new couch to sleep on. And, and I didn't put her on the couch. She put herself on the couch. So crazy. Yeah, the only plans I have today is just to make that steak dinner for my birthday. But other than that, I don't have any plans. I'm not going to go anywhere unless I kind of walk with you guys. And I'm just making sure I got everything nice and charged in case I want to do that. So I'll end up just walking down the street. What is this? Busy editing. Just we're going to show that. That's. Hi, Jackie. Hey, Jackie. I ordered a cup off of you last night. And, of course, who knows how long it will take to get here. Probably 2 weeks. 2 or 3 weeks. But, yeah, I ordered the sushi. Well, you only got one cup now. You did have 2 of them, and now you only got 1 cup. So your Saturday sushi cup in purple. And, because my wife likes purple, so I got it in purple. But I got another YouTuber that I got to order a cup off of, and that's the No Time to Be Sad channel. And for some reason, he goes through the same company you guys do, and it says that his coffee cups are $10.99, and I think your guys's were just a little more. It was like 12 or something like that. I can't remember, but actually with tax and shipping and all that, it comes out about $20 for a cup. So. I haven't got my store ready or anything, so yeah. I think you make money off of that, because when I was looking into it, it looked like you get a little bit of money off of that, but I don't mind paying $20 for a cup and helping channels out, so. I know that coffee that Leone bought me, they make special cups every year. Every one of their cups are different, and they're supposed to be bringing out those cups again. So yeah, they must have let him lower it down to $10.99. So I think Drew's was just a little bit more expensive. So. Like I said, I don't mind. It helps everybody out, and that's what I try to do, is help everybody out. So hopefully when I get my store going, people help me out. So that's the whole reason why I bought my computer, so I can get my logo set and all that stuff. And it's someone made a copyright claim and tease. Teespring lets you adjust the price. Okay. So. But, okay. But, like I've been saying, you can come in, say happy birthday, hello. Stay a while if you like. If you got things to do, I understand. But I'm going to be on here quite a while, and just sitting here. I did buy some new masks. I took my son to GameStop, and they had a 3-pack of masks. They're actually a little too small. They're probably more for a kid, but this is one of them that I bought. And then I think I left them downstairs, but the other two is black. One's black and one's a blue color. So I washed them before I put them on. Well, actually, when I put this one on, when I took it out of the package, it kind of smelled funny. So I filled a bucket up of water, and then I take shampoo and I wash my masks with them. So. This thing is... In fact, I got my gimbal set different. So I slowed it down. Here, let me read this, because I've seen this come up. I saw the thread about the PC, but didn't read it all. Cole's Notes version. Ha! Yeah, so I got a Dell's all-in-one computer. And it's an old computer that this company had rebuilt and put Windows 10 on it. So this not all computers are compatible with Windows or with Google and Google apps. So and this one is not. So most like I see that I was loading there for a second. That freaked me out. Let me read this. I'll finish my story in a minute. Someone made a copyright claim against some of my merge. Oh, okay. Well, that's weird. That's okay. That's still a cool mug. So, well, that's kind of weird that they would do that because I think it just had your channel name on there, did it not? So, but anyway, this computer, it's just an old computer, and they redid it, put Windows 10 on there, and it won't run Google Apps. So, in order to use, because I use I can't think of the name of the program, KineMaster to edit my videos, and then I sometimes use Thumbnail Maker or two thumbnail makers to do my thumbnails. Plus, I use Magic Eraser and Image Size and Intro Aid for my channel as well. Well, I can't use I can't get those on my computer. So, hello Stargen, thank you. So I can't use those on that computer. So the program that I use to edit, it tells me I have to use BlueStacks or something like that. So I downloaded that on there, and it was just really acting up, and I said, screw this. And am I missing people here? Well, hello, Lynn Sanger. Thank you for coming, and thank you for the happy birthday. And so, yeah, that's it. So far, I'm disappointed with that computer, but I'll find an emulator that will do all those apps. But that BlueStacks or whatever it's called did not work on my computer very well. So I got to get me an external hard drive and put everything on there because I'm actually starting to make that thing slow. So yeah, it sucks. But I'm going to be on here for a while, and I'll try to think of things to talk about. Here's my coffee cup from my Elfster. Yeah, in my defense, I was unsupervised. It is quite hot in my room, and yeah, my phone's messing up. Hold on, folks. Unplug you from here if I can. Not messing this thing up. There we go. It might be the weather because everything's getting slow. And we'll unplug I'm charging that. Yeah, this thing keeps moving on me. So I got this thing finally set up properly. And beforehand, I had to reverse everything. So before, if I went left on the joystick, it went right, and right on the joystick went left, and down was up and up was down. So I finally reversed that to where it works properly. Well, hello, Rufa, and thank you. Welcome to my birthday stream. For anybody who wants to know, I turned 53 today, so I made it to 53. In fact, I I was born at 10, I think it's 10:15, 10:45, something like that. So actually, technically, it's not quite my birthday yet. So even though this is my birthday day, in my phone, I don't know if it's because it's hotter than poop in here or what it is, but my phone keeps lagging. So I'll tell you what, if you want to see the snow, and I'll show you the snow. We'll stand at the door, and my house is a cluttered mess. So I don't really have a dirty home, I have a cluttered home. I think I got the weight on this thing wrong, so. All right, let me turn you around here. Okay, it turns around okay. All right, let me get this thing set right. It's gonna get bright on you. So there's the snow. Let me open the door. I already came out here and cleaned off my truck. My son plowed, and yeah. So there's your winter wonderland, right there. I notice my screen kind of goes a little dark when I go outside, so. So, yeah, here's a sign for you. So this is the policy in my house, because none of us smoke. You want to smoke, you can go outside. But yeah, let me turn you back around here. Like I said, snow's pretty to look at, but yeah, I notice it's it's going really slow today. It might be because of the weather, but that's all Debbie's books back there. Let me turn this thing. Here we go. There we go. Hello, Leonie, and welcome. Look what I'm drinking from. So that is our first snowfall of the year, and our first snowfall for winter. So usually, when I was growing up, we always had snow in November. So there was always snow on the ground for Thanksgiving, and we used to get a lot of it. So, but lately, because of global warming, we don't get as much snow as we used to get. So that's why I got the snow, all this stuff right up here going. I did have a different background, but I took it off and put that up there because well, I'll tell you what. Let's try that and see if we take the graphics off and turn them off. We'll see if that helps. Which you're probably right. So, all right, took the graphics off, and we'll check this out and see if. I mean, it does make me go a little faster than I know it was because I was going. I know for some of you, especially on the other side of the world, it is really early in the middle. See, yeah, it just did it to me right there. And so who knows? And But I thought the little background thing was pretty neat, but that's okay. We don't need to leave it on. Yeah, see, I just seen it on the. It's probably because it's hot in here, so. I don't think I have my shoes up here. I go outside and we'd walk around the snow. Now, if I was going to use StreamYard, I'd probably use my my tablet, and that way I can control things a lot better than. And this thing seems like it's drifting off. It's crazy. Turn the fan on. I probably should turn the ceiling fan on. It's funny because I think the entire house is quite warm, even downstairs. Usually she's cold down there, and I'm hot up here, and then there's times it's really cold in this room, and then warm down there, and yeah, my house isn't very well insulated, and so it kind of sucks. Tomorrow I got to go to work, and I don't remember what I'm supposed to do. I do have some work orders that I got to do, but I think 2 of them are on the inside, and hopefully somebody already did one of them. During shutdown, they forgot to put in a baseboard in one of the capping, or one of the, it's not the capping room. I can't think of the name, what the room's called, but they redid one of the walls, so because they put in a new conveyor belt, and they've kept shooing everybody out of there so they can work on this machine. Well, when they did that, it caused the construction workers not to put a part of the baseboard in where they redid the wall. So now they're complaining about it. And I told them, I said, listen, you kept shooing us out of there. You're lucky I got my work done, but the contractors couldn't get their work done. So now you're paying for it. And but yeah, they'll probably have me go in and do that. So no big deal. As long as they're not in there working, we're good. But other than that, probably just some general PMs that they'll have me do. Go outside and pick up trash and so on and so forth. So, yeah. I'm watching myself on my tablet, and I'm really far behind, so I think I need to refresh. And now I'm a few seconds behind, so I just refresh. I'm not as far behind as I was. But I was taking Jenny out when I did that film, and her front part of her coat came off, and it was all flopping in the wind, and yeah, it was crazy. But I think I got my gimbal set a little better. I slowed everything down. I reversed everything to where up is up and down is down and left is left and right is right. So, and this is supposed to be to where you can, it's got a selfie stick to it. So you can take pictures in picture mode, and of course you can, see if it'll do it in this mode here. Yeah, so facing me using this app, I think it's got to be more the app for the gimbal. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's not working for some reason. So I can zoom in and out, but it zooms quickly, but when it comes back, then it takes its time. So. But it seems like when I hold on to it, the camera wants to keep moving to the right, so I got to keep pushing it back over to the left, and it drives me insane. But I'll get her all fixed up. We'll get all this snow gone, and I'll go back out there and walk around. I could walk down the street and go to the cemetery. We'll walk around the cemetery. Yes, it does. Thank you, Mambo, and welcome. I really thought you were going to be the first one in the chat, Mambo, but you weren't. Nilsa beat you to it. Yeah, today's a great day to go sledding if you got a sled. We used to have a sled, but we sold them in a rummage sale because, like I said, it doesn't snow much here. And one year when the kids were itty bitty, we got the most snow I've never seen before in my life. I don't think Decatur's ever seen that much snow. So they didn't even know where to put it. All they were doing was just plowing away for cars to go. And I mean, the top of the snow was even with the top of cars. But yeah, I mean, that was the most snow that I've ever seen that year. I don't remember what year that was. It had to be like in the late, almost 2000s, about 1998 maybe, is when that snow came. I'm not quite sure. But we were living in, of course, another location at that time. And yeah. Oh, the King Can, we used to tie a rope to a car bumper and have them use slide around. No, we never did that, but when I did that walkthrough in the park and I was showing you the monument for the Civil War in the park, there's actually another sidewalk around to another monument from that, which I forgot to show. And on the back side of that monument, of course, it's sitting on a hill, and we used to slide down that hill, but there's so many tree saplings growing there now, you can't do it. But there's actually a golf course on the edge of town south of here, southwest from my house, that everybody kind of goes to and slides there. But yeah, they closed that golf course down. People just go in there and walk their dog and all that stuff. So actually, in 53 years, I really haven't snow sled much. So just went out and played in the snow and built forts and stuff like that. Because I remember one year when back in 1979 and 78, when we had the big ice storm here, we used to get snows like it did back in the late 90s. And well, hello, Alexa. Welcome. Happy New Year to you. And we used to build big forts and crawl in them and igloos and stuff like that when I was a kid. But yeah, they used to do that too. We have numerous golf courses, but a lot of them closed down. And there's one kind of north of us that people would go and do that. But you can actually do that in the park that I was walking around. You can go to Rock Springs Center and you can rent skis and you can go ski around the trails and all that stuff. So there's really no more sneaking in anywhere. You can actually do it in the park. But I'm hoping once it gets warm that I can take you out there by the airport to all those 1800 cabins and stuff like that they put out there in the Lincoln era. And